I found a trading strategy that profited 130% in only 4 months of trading, and it only requires 3 indicators that are completely free on TradingView. And this strategy is extremely simple to implement, works in all markets, and is insanely profitable. So first things first, open TradingView, and if you haven't already, I will leave a link in the description box down below. So once you are on the chart, choose any asset you want to trade. And as I mentioned before, this strategy is versatile and can be applied to almost any instrument, so you can't really go wrong with your choice. And for this example, I'm going to use GBP USD on a 15-minute chart. Once you have selected what you want to trade, you are going to add the first indicator, which is the Exponential Moving Average. So to add this indicator, simply follow me along, hover your mouse to the indicator section and type in the Exponential Moving Average and choose this one over here. Once you have it on your chart, we have to change the settings a little bit. So simply click on this gear icon over here, and inside the input section, change the length from default to the value of 50. Then go to the style section, and here we are going to change the line color to white, just so it's a bit easier to see, and of course click OK to save it. The second indicator for this strategy is the one that we have never ever used on this channel before, and that is the Supertrend Moving Average indicator. So to add it to your chart, go to the indicators tab again and type in Supertrend Moving Average and make sure to choose this one right here. Now let's take a look at the indicator input section, because we have to make some minor but important adjustments. So the first setting we come across is for the source, and we will leave it as default value, which is close. So following that, we have the ability to choose the type of moving average, and when we modify the moving average type to, let's say, TMA, the visual representation of the trend changes substantially. And while there are other moving average types to choose from, my backtesting has led me to an important conclusion. Using the whole moving average produces significantly better trading results, and since this is our goal, therefore be sure to choose whole as the moving average type. Now moving on, we have the opportunity to change the length of the moving average, so we will change the default value to 150 and make sure to check the box for showing buy and sell signals. And once you're done with all the numbers, go to the style section, and here we will be removing the white highlights that occur on trend changes. Of course, I also changed the colors for my liking, but that was all that we needed to do. And now to complete the base of our strategy, let's add the momentum indicator, which is a powerful addition that works alongside EMA and Supertrend. This indicator will help us validate the strength of trends before we make our moves. So simply go back to the indicators tab and type in the price momentum oscillator and choose this one over here. And for the settings, we will not change anything at all. Now that we have the indicators added and all the settings are correct, let's get on with how to use this strategy. And in this example, we are trading GBP USD on the 15-minute time frame. So the first rule of the strategy is that we will only enter a long trade if the price is above the exponential moving average, which is the white line, and if the price is not above it, we will not enter the trade. The second rule we must follow is that the Supertrend indicator must show a buy signal, and the momentum indicator must produce a crossover below the zero line. So let me show you an example. So if you take a look over here, the price momentum indicator produced a crossover, suggesting that the sellers are exhausted and we should see a change in the trend. However, the price is still below the EMA 50 and there's no buy label to be seen. So what we need to do is wait. And as you can see, now the price is above the EMA 50 and the candlestick has closed above it with a Supertrend indicator confirming bullish pressure because the buy label has appeared. It's also very important to note that you must wait for the buy signal candle to close before entering, because this candle could give a buy signal but change before it closes. So this ensures that you are making decisions using solid and confirmed information rather than getting swayed by early signals that might not hold up. And to manage risk effectively, we will position our stop loss at the recent swing low and aim for a 1.5 or preferably higher profit ratio. So keep in mind that there is no fixed risk risk-reward ratio since every single currency pair or an asset you trade moves differently. So it's important to calculate accordingly and ideally incorporating support and resistance zones or any chart patterns. So for a short trade, you are going to be following the exact opposite rules. The momentum indicator must create a cross above the zero line. The price action must cross below EMA 50 and super trended should indicate a sell signal. And you will enter only on the closure of a bearish candlestick to ensure that it's not a false signal. So you will place your stop loss just above the previous high zone and aim for 1.5 or preferably higher profit ratio. So to give you a better understanding, here is an example of Euro AUD on a 15-minute chart. The cross of a price momentum indicator was right here, but since the price was still slightly above the EMA 50, we must wait for it to cross below and for a sell label to pop up. And in this case, the sell label was just above the closure of a bearish engulfing candlestick, which was the entry trigger. And as you can see, this was a very favorable risk-reward ratio and 160 pips in a profit. And as a cherry on top, here are the results of a backtest. So after 155 trades that I found within 4 months across major, minor, and cross pairs, the win rate for the strategy is a solid 64%. And as you can see, we gained 139% of profits on our $500 account, which is truly amazing if you think about it. I had 7 consecutive wins and only 4 consecutive losses, so based on these numbers, I can say that the strategy is consistent and reliable. And this strategy could become exponentially powerful when combined with the price channels. So if you want to double your profits, make sure to watch this video next.